Oh, beautifully timed, Renata. I'm so impressed. She was fiddling and farting around, and then snap bang, she was in place, ready for action. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Naughty and Nice, Frightfully Good, free tarot show on a Thursday night at Frightfully Good Central.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm still coughing, but I am feeling much, much better. I think it's more of a habit tonight. We are not doing too foul. I was just saying that I'm covered in like bruises and things all down my arms at the moment. We have come back from 3 days away at the Mount Victoria, where we stayed at a great little place called the Victoria and Albert Guest House. And it was 150 years old. And they had actually meant to close it down because I didn't realise we were away for the Australia Day weekend. My bad. They had meant to close it down. But I booked so long ago that they realised that they had a booking in, so they had to leave us there, but they closed everything else down, which meant
We were the only ones there.
it was fabulous. And we had this great big room. We had a queen bed because Queen went in there, and two singles, and we had a little sitting room that looked out over the trees where all the parrots were coming in, and they cooked us up a beautiful breakfast in the morning. Such a good breakfast. Wow. And the guys were so lovely. They took us around, they told us all the history, and apparently JFK stayed there and signed the fireplace or something like that.
Yeah. Having a look if I've got the breakfasts.
And then we got Barbara from Lithgow Paranormal teamed us up to meet Stephen at the Mount Victoria Museum, and they took us through there. And wow, the exhibits, guys, go have a look. I don't think they're open any day but Saturday at the moment, and because of COVID restrictions, just check the times, make sure they are open before you go visit. But it's well worth going in and having a look at the things that they've managed to save. Uh-oh, Zena's feeling naughty. Uh-oh. Hi, Connor the Echidna, how are you? Karen, hi, hello. Hey, Raki ML. Hi, Carmel. We won't say the F word, but hello, F Dragon. Hi, Nia. Hi, Karen. Hi, Jodie. The amazing pink unicorn now. I like it. Hi, Tim. Hi, Sky. All right, we're getting there. All right. I think I popped a rib. Very painful. But how's everyone else's week's been? You're all avoiding the Rona. Some of our team have come down with it. We were lucky enough when we came back from Queensland, Claire and Isaac let us know that they'd got Rona, and we started testing every single day, and we've missed it.
Yeah, by magic, huh?
Yep, and then we've ended up in an empty hotel as well, so there was nobody to catch it off there. All right, so shall we?
Yes.
Let's hit Erin up to start with. She wants to know, how is her 2022 looking? Any messages from her angels, guides, unicorns, and F words?
Okay, Erin. So your angels are asking you to look at what rules and regulations you are following right now to the T, and how that is consuming your life at the moment. So this card might actually be asking you to get a little bit adventurous and draw outside the lines and look at things a little bit differently. You may be someone who follows the rules with regard to everything, and that's what the Hierophant normally does. He's a rule maker, not a rule breaker, and that can work for some people because it gives them very strong boundaries, but it can be quite crippling if you are trying to get control of your life and people are interfering in it. So maybe look outside the normal boundaries that you have made for yourself, Erin, and explore a little bit, become a little bit adventurous this year and try something new. It might actually serve you well.
And I am biting my tongue and being a very good girl. Hi, Justin. How you going? I hope you got plenty of likes on your TikTok and got that moving. Sky, I just met my daughter after 10 years.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that's amazing.
That would have been an experience.
All right, we have got Raki, any good news coming for me next month? I hope so.
All right. So this is your card here, and it's the Five of Cups. Now, when you look at this fellow here, he's not very happy, is he? So you have to be careful here that the news you hear may not be the news that you are expecting, and just be prepared for that. And it may actually just open up the opportunity for you to stretch yourself a little bit further and to go ahead and to try something that you've been putting off because you are waiting for a certain thing to happen. So in the scheme of things, the Five of Cups is a card of emotional sadness, and that things aren't going to exactly go the way you're wishing them to. But if you look at this card also, there is a gentleman behind this gentleman sitting in the seat, all worried and stressed and really inconsolable that his thing that he so wanted didn't come through. He's tapping you on the shoulder going, but you know what? I've actually got something here that's going to be really awesome. So don't sit and wallow in things that may not happen as you expected them to.
And thank you, Christy. She's coming up as Anne and Renata Frightfully Good. That is really us. That is Christy who is on there putting some advertising out for us so we can make some money by doing the jobs that we normally do. And of course, as you know, if you like the work that we do and want to support us, you can always send some stars on Facebook. Or if you're on YouTube, you can send super stickers or whatever those things are. Portable Tree thinks we're looking very bright tonight. I think you're looking very sunny.
Yes.
Well, you're half sunny.
Moon and stars and sun.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And we're on to Natalie. Hello, Natalie. She would like to know something about her love life, please. A bit of love life action.
Okay, Natalie.
Do you know, guys, many of you nominated us for the Paranormal Awards, and you all outdid yourself. We've received so many nominations, and this is a worldwide event. We are completely blown away. But now you have to go and vote for us because we've been nominated, but that was the first part, and we only have a very limited amount of time. I think it's the first week of February it ends.
Oh.
So I think Christy has put some information up there how you can vote for us. We've been nominated for Best Facebook page, Best Facebook group, Paranormal Investigators of the Year, Medium of the Year, Australian Ambassadors.
That's a shoo-in.
Best podcast. Best podcast, True Hauntings. Woo! Wave the flags. So, guys, please, if you could just take a little moment more and send that email in. I think somebody put up an example of what it would look like because you have to vote in every category. So if you want to cut and paste that and then tweak it to your own likings, go for it. Anyway, sorry.
Natalie Byers, this is for you. Anything on my love life, please, and thank you. This card is saying there is balance required between everything that you're thinking about, and this is a card of prosperity and financial stuff. It's not a card that talks about
thank you, Justin.
Love and marriage or love life or anything
thank you,
like
Millie.
that. And possibly what it's directing you to is to look after yourself first and foremost, and to take your energy and your focus on what is going to make you super successful this year and whatever that you're doing. And the love thing will happen. It'll happen in its own time, but it is not to be the focus at the moment, Natalie. Focus on what is going to bring you prosperity, happiness, and that sense of good luck back in your life, because that's going to change
Thank you, Michelle.
how you kind of feel in the world. Don't focus on, am I going to find someone, my true love, my soulmate? Am I going to be single for the rest of my life? Don't focus on that right now.
Also, Connor, the echidna, went to Sydney Quarantine Station. Isn't it great? Love that place. Saw a little boy running down the halls, and it was a ghost. Love Q Station. Worked there for 6 years. It was fabulous. Oh, we've got a bloke. We've got another bloke here. We've got to get the blokes a fair crack. Tim Selby, any messages from the other side for me?
Tim Selby.
Shall I run
from
outside
the
and cross the road, and I'll see if there's any messages over there for you? No?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to say pea and ham soup first of all. So that's a message in that it may
I don't like pea and ham
tweak.
soup.
It's not about you. It may tweak whoever this is that is around you at the moment, and who is from your family who is reaching out to you, Tim. So pea and ham soup, that smell of pea and ham soup, or peas, big thing about eating properly or not eating your peas or whatever it might be. And the Eight of Wands is a card that signals opportunities flying in your way, coming towards you. And what are you going to do about it? Are you going to sit there and just ignore them all? Or are you going to actually commit to something and go, no, I'm going to give this one a crack for this year, and I'm actually going to do it? Is there someone also, Tim, in your family, in your life, that actually spent time in a wheelchair? Because I'm getting, and it's a male, I'm getting this male who was sitting in a wheelchair vision coming through for you. So please let me know if any of those actually make sense to you, Tim. It would be awesome to let me know that.
So Tim works in a cemetery. We're very understaffed. So is it like really busy there at the moment? Is this with the Rona that's taking out people who are ill or not healthy, or is it just? Yeah, I'm fascinated. I don't mean that with any disrespect.
Hello, Lola. Nice to see
Lola.
you here.
Lola Lima.
Lolo.
Lima. Oh, you're trying to find school supplies. Mm-hmm.
Supplies. Big W had heaps when I went in on the weekend. I was surrounded by stationery, and that
Office Works seemed to have plenty too.
That triggers me because I want to buy everything.
I do too.
I'm a stationery.
I have so many books where I start making notes. That's going to be my book for the year, and I don't. There's books everywhere.
I'm a stationery nut.
We're stationery whores. Let's just say that.
Hello, Michelle from Broome.
I bet it's warm there. Tracy, let's go to Tracy. Tracy Breakwall. Will my relationship work out, please?
Oh.
Welcome to the show.
We hate us answering these questions. While I was in doing my psychic readings and healing today at Witch and Willow Warners Bay, so a plug to Kelly at Witch and Willow at Warners Bay. She actually has psychic readers and healers there from Tuesday to Sunday every week.
What is it?
Today was my day.
Activate a stars party. I'm going to press this and see what happens.
And I had someone come in who wanted to know if she could have a reading so that I could tell her when she's going to fall pregnant. I refused.
Fair enough.
I don't do that. Okay.
We've got Shanice from South Africa on. Hello.
Will my relationship work out, please? This depends on whether the person you are with extricates themselves from the diabolical fingers of their ex.
Fair enough.
Right? So this particular person may have difficulties in commitment because they just don't know how to say no. They don't know how to get rid of people from their lives that shouldn't be there anymore.
Thank you, F
You know,
Dragon.
so just be careful that 3 doesn't make a relationship. 2 does.
Well, it can. If you want to spice things up a little bit.
There are communes for that.
All right, Renata, we didn't put the cards up the back. 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right. Yeah, and thank you. I forget. These ones, if we get to the end of the night and you've missed out on a reading, you've got 1, 2, or 3. Ask your question in your mind, and then the first number that pops into your head, go, that's it. And when you get there, don't go, oh, I think 2 suited it better than 1. Nah. You picked 1. That was your message. Yep, thank you. Oh, Liz McCoy! How are you, gorgeous? All right. Can I have a card, please? What are your ancestors thinking of what's going on at number 8? Is that in Quality Row? Or is that up on the main street? Is someone being naughty?
Someone opened a brothel, Liz.
No!
That's what I want to know. The person in charge is making sure that they are in charge, Liz McCoy. Pardon me. So you don't put too much pressure on the area right now. Might take a few days just to step away and let things quieten down. So whoever is in charge in there is trying to put themselves or instill themselves back in charge. You all know what I mean. So just be aware that you're not stepping on any toes, and a couple of days away, if it's possible, just to let things settle, would be fine, would be really good at this point in time.
Now, just so you know, we do pick the people who have readings randomly. We try to pick some of our regulars that are there. We try to pick names that we've never seen before. But just as I scroll through, a name will pop up. I'll go, let's do them, and I sort of keep a list. Sometimes I keep a list. But we can't control the Facebook feed. It jumps everywhere. And YouTube. We see YouTube and Facebook. So don't stress. If we don't get to you, just ask again. But don't spam ask. Then I get the poos. I won't.
Spam ask.
Spam ask.
Spam ask.
Oh, if you want to see something really funny, check out our Instagram account, where we put up 3 cans of drink and said, which one should we buy? And there was ghosts. These are cans of drink, remember? Big cock and hemp. And overwhelmingly, people chose ghosts. So we did a live opening of the ghosts, and we're all going to taste it to see what it tasted like. And Renata managed to knock over a cup and spill it all in her crotch. And I happened to have the camera on it, so it's quite funny. There is a part 2 where we taste it, and something really nice happens to Auntie Renata to make up for the fact she spilled it in her lap. Didn't it?
Yes.
So we've done Liz. Leanne, Ralph, will I have some good news tonight, please? Ooh. Oh, let us know where you're all from. We love to know where you're all from. So can you see that one okay?
Yep. Okay, Leanne, let's hope you have some good news off the top. And again, this beautiful card, this 8 of Wands. So open your heart to the possibilities that are coming your way. As you can see, there are many. And if this is all about your sense of freedom and your sense of being able to direct your future, then sometimes, even though there are great possibilities and opportunities coming your way, they feel fake, or they feel as though it's too hard for you to do. So therefore, you're just not going to do it. And therefore, you don't get that sense of freedom or that sense of being able to control your life. So you've got to jump in sometimes and go, no, I'll take something new and I'll try something new. So this is a commitment thing as well. So you've got to commit to this particular opportunity. But it's there. It's waiting for you to take it.
Oh, and good on you, John. He's multitasking, watching the Socceroos and tarot reading. He's a clever chap. Single, ladies, if anyone's looking for a nice man, John is available, apparently. It might have changed by now, I don't know. It's Christy from Spells and Spirits. Hi, Amanda. How are you? And Tracy said that yes, his ex is still very much involved because they have a disabled son between them. So as long as it doesn't become
look, that's okay.
a
That's
weapon.
fine. There will always be this connection.
You'll like this one.
But if she's meddling and changing his mind or kind of still influencing your partner, that's when it gets to a problem.
These are some of your favourite questions here. Hi there, will my ex contact me to reconcile soon?
Okay, Shanice, I want to ask you a question.
Shanice.
Think about it. Think about this. Think about it. Why did you split up in the first place? You've got to ask yourself that question because
has the problem been solved?
You've forgotten. You've forgotten why the split happened. And you've got to remember. Because if you're going to reconcile with this person, you have to make sure that the problem that you left for isn't still lingering in the background waiting to emerge all over again after the honeymoon period. So I'm going to leave that with you, Shanice. I'll choose a card, but I want you to make sure
I think Shanice needs a naughty card as well.
That you ask yourself that question, have I forgotten what went on and why that person is my ex? I think I've forgotten the reason. It's gone deep down in the background.
Oops.
And I'm starting to have feelings again. Feelings of the times when things were good. Just say it.
I just had a sniff to make sure she'd changed the genes.
Okay, and the Six of Wands is this card of winning a situation. It's usually a card that signifies a win. So your question is, will my ex contact me to reconcile soon? Most probably. Absolutely.
He wants to throw a leg over, no doubt. Sorry, was that a little blunt?
It was.
Sorry.
So my suggestion again, as I said before, was please remember why he is your ex. Please, first and foremost, and protect yourself first from further harm and further pain.
Oh, move over, Renata. I got the answer. So I've drawn a card for you from the Frightfully Good Naughty and Nice Oracle deck that Renata and I created ourselves. We drew up the messages from the spirit world and down, from above down into us, and we have a message for you. And it's my favourite card in this deck. It was channeled. Seriously. Hurt is wasted energy. To heal, you need to realise your part in the situation. So, no good sitting there being hurt. You've got to realise what actually went down. You've got to know, because it's just going to fester, right? So, realise what your part in this issue was. I'm not saying you're at fault. They need to know what they did. You need to know what you did. You need to fix it if it's going to go back together. Like from the naughty aunties. Oh, I'm going to do a big scroll because we are way down in the feed. We've gone backwards. Hi, Lily Salt. How are ya? Christy's posted a link about the Paranormal Awards. Wow, we are really, really back. Raki says, thank you very much. Tim is saying gross. And we are, sorry, scrolling. And the three cards are up the back. Oh, yeah, please, if you're on YouTube, thank you very much for all those people who have come across onto YouTube. That really helps us because we are trying to build our numbers there. Thank you to all those people who gave us a subscription. We're now almost at the 4,000 mark. That's my next goal. I would so love to get that before the end of this month. There, Tim said, not sure about the pea and ham soup or the wheelchair, but we'll do some investigating. So we are really, 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 really behind. Oh, Justin, I hope your cat's okay. The cat Ivy's developed ulcers in both eyes simply overnight. I'd say they've got something sprayed into their eyes, maybe a stink bug or something. She can't see at this stage. We're treating her at the vet, suggests. Can you give me any idea, will she end up okay? at the other end, and if sooner rather than later.
I get a good feeling about it.
Yeah.
I think Justin should be fine.
Yeah,
I think she'll be fine.
I'd say it's just they've got some sort of irritant in there.
Remember, kitties have 9 lives.
They do. When you're at Witch, and Robin wants to know when you're at Witch and Willow next, because they'd like to have a reading done.
Next Wednesday, I actually have bookings available. My Thursday is full, but next Wednesday you can book in between 10 and 2.
Hi, Bronwyn and Justin.
Get onto the Witch and Willow web page, so witchandwillow.com.au, I think, and book in on the booking link.
All right, we are up to Bianca. Bianca Hole.
Hello, can I have a reading, please? Would appreciate the insight right now. Yes, wouldn't we all, Bianca?
I'm going to get you to pull a card for us in a minute.
Can I refuse?
No, because you'll want to know too.
All right. Bianca, for you. Oh, of course. This is a card that talks about you unable to make a choice, unable to make a decision, because you feel that whichever way you turn, your decision's not going to be the right one, or it's a bad one. Totally understand it, Bianca. In the end, if you don't make a decision, somebody else will, because that's the way it usually happens. So my suggestion to you is bite the bullet and make a decision. Yeah, at least the decision made allows you a different reference point, and you'll be able to move on from there. But at the moment, you're just stuck and going around in circles, and you're making things worse and worse every time you go around, and you're making that circle of issues bigger and bigger and bigger, Bianca. So hone back to the original thing and make a decision.
Apparently, Ash Party's playing tonight.
Yes.
Yay! Go Ash! Wayne, I keep on missing your live shows. Not tonight, sunshine. You've got us. We're here. Where are we up to there? Shall we do that one? Yeah, we'll do that one. Hey, Robin. Finances getting better soon at all. Need career change if anything is showing. Oh.
Yes, absolutely. 10 of Swords. Get over it and move on. Move on. Stop trying to fix this. It's unfixable. It's done. It's dusted. Look at this poor bloke here. He can't even fit another sword in his back. He is done. So, Robin, this is an opportunity to understand that you've probably waited too long to get yourself to a better spot. And we all do that. It's because we have commitments, right? So we just hang on and hang on and hang on. But now is the time to change. It's the time to change your career, and finances will be better after that. But if you keep going where you're at, you'll find in a few months down the track, you won't be any happier. Nothing will have changed, my sweet.
Oh, Robert. Robert is in the building. Thank you so much, Robert.
Thank you, Robert.
You are our grandest of poobahs. We have a very loyal following of what we call the Grand Poobahs, and they are people who support us and our work on Patreon for a small fee of $10 or more a month, depending on what you want to donate. But $10 or more, you can actually join the Grand Poobah Club, and they got to get 2 private investigations with us over the weekend, over the last couple of days, that nobody else gets to see because they support us, so we do special things for them. So Robert is one of our awesome supporters in oh so many ways. So thank you so much, Robert. We do appreciate it. What else we got up there?
We've got Faye.
We're a bit glitchy.
Japanese.
We're in the Matrix. And there was one here that I wanted to address. I was just trying to find it on here. If I can get down. Yeah, this one. My 2 dogs are old. They're 13 and 11. They have all of a sudden started fighting and hurting each other really badly. They're both in a lot of pain. I don't know what to do. They're usually best friends for over a decade. I normally, when dogs start to change their behavior like that, and I am not a specialist, but I did have dogs. I did dog rescue for quite a few years. is that one of them may be in pain, but there is also something called dog dementia, where they do start to get a bit doddery, and they just may not want anybody in their face. So this is something you need to ask a vet about, really. First off, to just check to see if one of them's in pain. I would just lightly rub your hand over their back and see if they do that shudder, because that shudder is normally where it indicates that there is pain. Down their legs as well. And you might be able to work out which dog it is from that and start with that one and get them seen to, if they might have sore teeth. Because if you've got a toothache or a headache or something like that, you don't want to talk to anyone. But that's not something, sadly, that the tarot cards can solve for you. That's a vet.
Go and see a vet.
Yeah.
My 10-year-old pug had to have like 13 teeth removed, and he was in a lot of pain. And they don't show pain. These beautiful animals don't show pain. You don't really know. So it's really important to go and get them checked out. It really is.
Also, who have we got here? I'm just checking. We've got Penny. Hi, Penny. Can I have a card? I have goals set for the year, but I think I've set them too high. Could I please get some guidance? No, you haven't set them too high.
But Penny, I'm actually doing a 21-day manifestation challenge, which starts on February the 1st, and it's actually on the Anne and Renata page. You would have 21 days to be able to work out where to actually put those markers on your goals and how to start clearing the way to get to what you have set yourself. And good goals are always outside our comfort zone.
Yes.
They are always in a spot that makes us twitch and go,
oh. We've been twitching a lot lately, haven't we, Renata?
And go, oh, out, ooh, ooh, I don't even want to talk about it, but I really want it. So
and if I say it out loud, then people will know, and they'll know that I have to live up to this high standard. And
yeah, so there are a lot of things around this, Penny, and you really need to look at doing some coaching or some work with someone who can set you straight on this and keep you on track, because we often set goals for ourselves, but left to our own devices, guess what we do? Nothing. You know, we're all good and fired up for the first week, and then nothing. Crickets. So you need someone who is you need someone who's going to keep pushing you and keep going. What have you done this week, Penny? 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 What have you done this week?
3 knocks, it's a demon.
What have you done this week? Are you on track? Are you staying on track? So have a think about it.
Yep. And even if you are just reaching for that higher goal that you weren't sure, you're reaching higher than just being lazy and like, well, I won't come and be bothered. You are reaching, you are learning, you are trying. It is so important that you always just reach beyond what you think you can do.
There are amazing strategies for this. So, if anyone...
We've been listening to books driving to and from Katoomba.
If anyone is interested in this 21-day challenge, manifestation challenge, get in contact with me.
I think it's really valuable to do because it keeps you accountable and keeps you moving forward, because it's so easy to chuck it in, especially if nobody knows and you've told no one. So good on you for saying something, Penny. Sky, trying not to spam, but can I have a son? Will my sons forgive me? Or messages from Kai. So you've got 2 there. I'm going to let Renata choose one. And our tarot show's back, guys. We had to cancel the one in January because it was just too close to Christmas and Rona. It was when it was really, really, really bad. So we've pushed it back to February, and that's at the Wyong Milk Factory. The only place to buy tickets is at the Wyong Milk Factory website. So you just type that in, you'll be able to find it. And it's a hilarious night. You get us doing this live with a live audience and a ukulele and a rubber chicken.
Okay, Sky. Well, this is a really interesting card. It's the Ace of Coins. So aces are about new beginnings, but I think the change has to come from your sons and not you. So all you can do is ask for forgiveness or say, I'm sorry. But whether they're adult enough to accept that and accept the responsibility of forgiveness They may not be. They may not have learnt their lesson and learnt how valuable you as a mother are, and they're lingering on to something that is in the past and they should be over. This may be due to the fact that they literally haven't grown up. They're still too young in their heads to understand the repercussions of how they're thinking at the moment. So I wouldn't waffle on and keep asking them for forgiveness all the time. You might not do that. You may not be able to be in touch with them at all. You've offered forgiveness once. That's all you can do. They need to get to a learning position now where they can come to terms with what's happened, and accept part of the responsibility in that. If they want to make connection, they should do that.
Yeah, it's 50-50. And great live food at the cemetery. Can I please have a card, Renata? Any messages from my mum or auntie that passed and would love a shits and giggle card from Anne?
Hey, Jody. Mum and auntie are having a small cider right now, or a Shiraz, something with an S. And I know cider doesn't. A Chardonnay, a Shiraz, a shandy, something with an S.
Shirley Temple.
They're sitting there clinking glasses and going, "Oi, yes, hey, fantastic." So they're happy. They're happy. You just get on with what you need to do, Jody. That's the most important thing.
All right, Mum and Auntie. You got a card or you're not?
No.
All right, Mum and Auntie, we need a card. What would you like the lovely Jody to know right now that can improve her life no end, or that she's avoiding? Rightio. Oh. Well, you make up your mind. Are you going to follow your head or are you going to listen to your heart? You've got yourself going, oh, but if I do it this way, then I'll have this consequence and that repercussion and that and blah, 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 blah. But I really want to do it, but I just don't know because of all these other things that's in my head. Follow one, the heart or the head, because you're going to drive yourselves absolutely batty. Love from your mum and your auntie.
And have a shandy.
Toast them. You need to clap to raise vibrations. Hang on.
I don't think she meant that. No.
Happy New Year, Trisha. How are you? We did. No. Oh, we do get annoyed when we see the same question being asked every week and we've already answered it. So,
Kieran's a new one.
No, Kieran's been on here before.
Oh, okay.
But that's okay. Kieran can have another one.
Okay, Kieran, this is your turn.
I haven't had one tonight.
Another winning card. The card of winning being out in front. Now, the thing about winning is that sometimes it puts you in the space where people can actually see you. You become visible. So you have to own that. If you're going to step out and if you're going to get into a space, Kieran, where you want to get acknowledged or you want to win a particular situation, it's going to put you in a space where you also can become the victim of people who are just going to be really pissed off because you're doing really well or you're succeeding in something. That should not stop you at all, because this is something that's just going to happen. But this card says to you, will you go out there, please, and really just get and take what you want? Yeah, in a nice way. In a nice way. I mean, don't steal from people. That's not how you get what you want. Be nice about it.
And they said, John said, leave the ukulele at home. We'll set out the show. Why ukulele is a highlight. Is it not, Renata?
It certainly is.
We were singing Christmas carols and everything. It was fabulous. It was pre-Christmas. Jesus, Ty, Renata, lol. I don't know. Thank you. I think that was in response. Oh, my asthma's really going because we've got the aircon pumping up now. So, yeah, Jodie said, spot on. Yep, they'd be having a shandy. It's their Irish heritage. Ah, good on them.
To be sure.
To be sure. They
don't
don't
say
it.
that. I know.
Hi, Helen Linda. How are you? I almost didn't pick you because there was a bit of a spamming going on there.
Hello, Helen Linda.
Ukuleles are the dork of Hillsong. I can get it out, and I can. Shall we gather at the river? No?
You can. I'm not going to stop you.
She'll drown me.
Go for it. Okay, any messages for me, Helen Linda? The Page of Coins. This is an awesome card because it always signifies learning. It always signifies learning. And because it's a page, it's something new, something completely new, something that you're going to be awesome at. And sometimes you make money with your new learning, so it's an addition to what you already know. But sometimes it's just about spending money to do the learning because you just love it. You love this particular subject and you want to learn more. So go right ahead. Go and do it. If you want to spend some really good money, spend $60 on our course that we're doing, the Ghost Hunting 101, over 3 weeks, 1.5 hours every week, live, and you will learn all about the ins and outs of ghost hunting on a very basic level. So we're going to teach you about equipment. We're going to teach you about the psychic side of things. We're going to teach you about what paranormal investigators do and why they do it out on particular sites, and how different a private investigation is from a public investigation. So if you want to spend some really good money, do our course. But this is about investing in your education, Linda. So go and learn something fantastic that you really love. She's going to find her ukulele. This is going to be an issue. Hello, Elwyn. Elwyn. Here we go. Elwyn Ridings from Auckland. Lovely to see you here. I'm going to give you a card. I'd love a card, please. Thank you, Elwyn. Ace of Cups. So this is about a new relationship starting up for you, Elwyn. And it might not necessarily be a love relationship, but it's something that you love and something that you want to have desperately in your life. It's something that's missing, and you go and search for it. You actually look for it, and you actually find a way to connect it back into your life. Now, it may well be, and we've had this come up tonight before, this idea of forgiveness. So this might be a rekindling of an old friendship or something that needs to be restarted. Because it gave you and the other person so much joy. And whatever it was over is now done and dusted. So, Elwyn, look at who it is that you're really missing right now, because that might be the thing that this is all about. Yeah.
Well, we have got a blast from the past about to come out here. Hi, ladies. Had a reading at Hannah's Hens Night.
Oh, okay.
And it was spot on. Love you, ladies. Can you do a reading again, please? Now, Hannah's been married for 2 years now, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Just over 2 years, last October 12th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Laura.
Glad it went well for you.
Okay, Laura, 10 of coins. So this is time for you to look at how you can explore how to bring more finances into your life. So you might actually be ready to go out on your own and do something that is just going to be just for you, because you have some great ideas about how you want to make your life better and how you want to change things and how you want to be able to afford all the things that you really like. So it means being far more in control of your finances and far more in control of where you spend your time and how you look generally at your whole world. So it may well be time for you to step out and step into something that belongs to you.
And here is the Paranormal Course. That's just a very short link there. You can only purchase tickets to that through Eventbrite. So please pop over there, and you can find that link on our page as well. I probably need to pin it to the top. It is 3 weeks, 90 minutes each week, and it's good for people who are sort of interested, want to dabble, may have started out in the paranormal world themselves, and hopefully it'll fill a few little gaps, or make you think outside the box, because we don't just do what you see on the ghost hunting TV shows. We have done many, many courses over the years at Ryan Institute and countless places, University of Edinburgh, Centre of Excellence. They're nice little interest ones. Society of Psychical Research, and so many. So we pull all the information from all of those, and less to do with religion and more to do with science. So yeah, jump on and have a look at that. Apparently your eyebrows need doing, Renata.
They are there.
And Renata and I do Hens Night, so if you're interested in that sort of thing, let us know. Send us a message. We are in the Newcastle area, so yeah, and more lippy. We actually had the idea of watching people who do makeup tutorials on YouTube and trying to do it ourselves, because as you can imagine, it would just be a disaster. And filming it, I think it would be hilarious. Oh, hello. Hello, handsome. How are you?
Hello, Patrick. Now, if you want a really awesome podcast to listen to, that includes ours, but the next best one is the Big Seance podcast with Mr. Patrick Keller, all the way from America. He has awesome guests. We just talk about ghost stories.
Yeah.
But he has guests.
He has real people to talk to.
Actual guests that come on his show, because everyone that we've asked has just said no.
No, they haven't.
We're not touching it with a 10-foot pole. No. But he has guests. So it's Patrick Keller and the Big Seance podcast. Find it, subscribe, and listen. You're doing yourself a favour.
Yeah. And he has Patreons too.
He does.
Patreons are the best. All right, so I think it's almost time to do our cards up the back. So who would like Renata and Anne to do a makeup tutorial, or try to follow makeup tutorials on YouTube? Say yes, hell yes, if you think that's a good idea. And we'll attempt one. Oh dear. Yes, glitter, sparkle,
The
sparkle.
last time you did this, I spilt drink all over my crotch.
What? That was nothing to do with makeup.
The last time you asked a question and you asked people to vote,
Yes,
that's what happened.
but that didn't cause the drink to happen. That was just your bad coordination. Oh, I have a question. If you'd pull a card,
No.
will we fly to England in April this year?
Oh, Lord. Lord bless me.
Yep.
Okay, I'm feeling the need to stop right now.
Please, please, please.
Oh, we've got the moon cards.
Oh,
Doesn't look good right now. Ask again in a couple of weeks. At the moment, everyone's fiddle farting around. It's not the right time to book anything.
Nobody's made a decision yet.
No.
It's still at the crossroads, huh?
Still at the crossroads. Everyone's still carrying on.
I just find that I am so at a loss, because I feel like I've lost all control. I want to be able to make decisions and do things, and I can't, because I'm waiting on everyone else. Yeah. And it's not just travel. It's like everything in our lives. We are waiting on other people's decisions to work out what we can and can't do. And anyone else suffering from that? That's what's getting me down. Just not being able to move forward. Oh no, somebody didn't say the F word, did they?
Okay, guys. 1, 2, or 3. Choose your card. 1, 2, or 3.
It's that time.
So number 1.
The computer says no.
Choose a question in your head. Don't have to write it down. Choose a question in your head. And choose one card, 1, 2, or 3. And no changing your mind.
No spiritual bypassing here.
So if you chose card number 1, you have the 4 of Swords. And this is a timeout card. So this is an opportunity for you to go, okay, I may have a bit of that story right, but I don't have all of that story right. So I need to sit down and have a good think about it before I do anything else. I hate that card.
Are you ready for this card that I've pulled?
Okay.
The time the time is not right to act. You need more information.
Mm-hmm.
How well does that line up? That's a double double bunger, guys. That's it. Don't do anything right now.
Who picked card number 1? Who picked card number 1?
Portable tree. Facebook user.
Nicole.
Let's know if that rings true. Ah, yeah. Thank you, Lizzie.
Okay. Card number 2. If you chose card number 2. All right. This card kind of goes, wherever you go, there is a likelihood you take your shit with you unless you leave it where you last were. In other words, if you're going to start something new, if you want to say, I want to change my life, I want to do things differently this time, there are a number of things that you have to put into place for it to happen. So you can't just magically roll over one morning and go, it's all done. I knew everything's fantastic, when you haven't dealt with the shit that's sitting inside here. So remember, that part of you goes everywhere. It doesn't matter whether you're moving house or changing jobs or buying a new car or whatever it is. If there's something that is really troubling you, it'll still be there. That's what you have to work with first to solve the problem. This card is reminding you to do that work.
Okay, so number 2, it's okay to want to head back to bed and hide underneath the covers. Take time out and listen to your heart and solve your bloody problems. Don't just pull the sheets up over your head and go, I can't deal with it. I can't. Have a little rest, recover, but solve your bloody problems.
Yes, the amazing pink unicorn. Deal with emotional baggage. Absolutely.
Awesome.
Because it still is baggage. You will still take it with you.
So, sorry, Rupali, we finished the questions tonight. We're on to the cards that were up the back. So you should have chosen 1, 2, or 3.
So
and that would have given you your answer.
Card number 3. This is a card that says, whatever the issue is that you're dealing with right now, you better be an adult about it. You better grow up, stop feeling like a child or having a tantrum or going, I wish I could have this and I'm going to stamp up and down until I do, and get on with the real things that are important in life right now. So the Chariot card has you in control, but as an adult, as someone who looks at it through adult eyes, not through temper tantrum eyes. Yeah, and then you'll get to what it is that you want.
Number 3, a little fairy told me that your dream is about to come true. So there's good news coming for you as well. How awesome is that? Oh, well, that is it. John said spot on. Yep, not everybody gets a reading every week, Rapali, and we always try to shift it around a bit. So if you had a reading before, then we'll pick someone else this time. And Obviously, the spirits didn't want yours to get a reading tonight. They would maybe want you to solve the problem yourself.
Or you may just have to wait and accept the outcome,
Yeah.
and that it's not part of what you need to solve right now. You just need to deal with the outcome of what is going to be.
All right. Well, that brings us to the end of this show. So we have, firstly, thank you for those people who sent stars. Thank you for those people who sent the super stickers and the YouTube, whatever those things are. We really do appreciate it. We have the Introduction to Paranormal Investigating Ghost Hunting course coming up. We have the Wyong Milk Factory live tarot show coming up. We have Renata's 21 Days of Manifesting course coming up. You can go on a ghost tour with us. Head over to Newcastle Ghost Tours and look for the tours there. There's some great ones coming up. So much that we're doing that you can support us, and it's a little way of saying thank you. And don't forget, we're also going to Norfolk Island. The first weekend is sold out, but the second week has availability. If you'd like more questions, ask questions about that, just send us a private message. You get to spend the Friday to the Monday on the most haunted island in Australia. But now we're going to sign off and say good night. See you all on the dark side and
Stay spooky.